Hello there, it's Kim here from Simplyfairies. Today I want to show you a video of how to make my wow swap that I did for Onstage Telford 2016. Opens up like a little cracker, and inside there was a lovely piece of hotel chocolate which is now in my belly. Anyway, stop laughing you. I've got Linda here with me again today, helping me. Let's see, where do we start? Right, so we're starting by, oh no, I best tell you where I found this idea from actually. The construction was in a craft magazine. I think it was Do Crafts anyway. It was a craft magazine. They made a lovely job of theirs and they stamped and embossed, and I wanted to use some papers that I had left over from doing a big class, and I didn't want anything to go to waste. So it's basically a matchbox with paper either side, so that you just open. You can either have chocolate in there, a bracelet in there, a card in there. You could even have a card in there with a gift card. It could sit nicely on your Christmas table for a decoration with the chocolate in there for after dinner mints. So let's put this to one side and I'll show you how I made it. I used the envelope punch board here, and we started off with a piece of 6x6 cardstock. For the lid we used a 6 3/4 inch by 3 3/4 inch piece of cardstock. I will put the centimetres on my blog, but for today we're going to be using inches. So using our envelope punch board, we're going to start here at 2 inches. And we're going to buck the trend because we're going to actually make a box. We're not going to be making an envelope at all. Normally with the envelopes you just do one measurement, you score, then you turn around and match up, and you don't do no more measurements. But today we're going to do measurements each time. So we're going to punch at 2 and we're going to score. I'm going to turn it round and I'm going to line it up to 3, punch and score, turn it round, line it up at 2, punch and score, and the last one we're going to line up at 3, punch and score. So you should have a piece that looks like this. It all looks on the wonk, but that's how it's supposed to be. So now we're going to do some more punching and scoring on the same piece, and we're going to line up this bit here with this bit here, the scoring piece. So if we've got the scoring piece here, if we just move it slightly along so that it butts up there, so butt up here and butt up there, we're going to punch and score, if you can see. So we're going to turn it around, and this bit here we're going to punch and score, turn it around, line this bit up here, punch and score, turn it around and line this bit up here again, punch and score. And when you're lining it up with this little bit here, this little poker tool will automatically line up with that line. But if you go by I found it easier just to go by this corner bit here. So we're going to move that to one side. Let's move out all of those bits and pieces there and just pull you in a little bit. That's it. So now we're going to just trim them little corners, just trim them up either side, turn it round and do the same with those. So now we have this shape, and we want to burnish all the folds, and you want to do this quite sharply because the cardstock is thick and you want it to sit properly. I'll do that quickly for you. These bits now, we want them to tuck in as well. So rather than go back and scoring, the easiest way to do it is just to lay those down. Sorry, I'm going to pull you up a little bit further so you can see what I'm doing. Right, lay those bits down. Pull them in and fold it over. And then just sharply burnish again and you'll get that effect. So if you do those on all four sides, there we go. And we're just going to now glue them. So basically just put bits there, diddly bits there. Fold them in and fold them up. You don't need to use too much glue because it is quite strong. So when you're folding this side up, you want to fold the little, leave a bit in there, the little flap. The other side. A little bit there. And that little bit there. And just hold it down with your finger. And you just want to put a little piece inside, so I'm just going to, for the purpose of the video, I'm just going to cut that bit there. And that gives it a nice finish inside. So that's the bottom bit of your matchbox done. Now the second piece is the 6 inches by 3/4, sorry, 6 3/4 by 3 3/4, and we now need to score that. Sorry, I've lost my measurements. Right, let's make sure that we've got it, and you can see what I'm doing actually. I'll take it out a bit. So we want to score it at 1 1 1/4. Beg your pardon, not used to doing videos. 2 inches, 4 1 2 3/8, and 5 1/8 of an inch. And that's what you need to do. And again, we need to burnish these. And what we need to do, bring our bottom back, put it inside, and it's better to to do it this way, because then you won't get it where you don't want it. It lines up perfectly then. Just push it back out, fold it down. Now we want to cut that in half. I'm just going to mark it here. And that would be 1 7/8. There you go, there's your box. Slides in. Okay. Now we need to bring in, you need 2 pieces of paper or 2 pieces of cardstock, whichever you prefer, and they need to be 8 inches long by 2 3/4 wide, or 20 centimeters long by 6 centimeters, and you need to fold them in half. Both pieces.
Sorry, Kim, was that 2 3/8 or 2 3/4?
Sorry, 2 3/8. So you need 2 pieces. Let me say that again. 8 inches by 2 3/8, or 20 centimeters by 6 centimeters, and then you just need to fold them in half. I will get used to doing videos one day.
Yeah.
Only one day. Right. So let's. Now, what we need to do is, if we put them both together on the folded piece, we need to just corner the edges, and then we need to come down, we need to do an inch nick in there, a centimetre nick in there. So let's measure that.
Can you see it on the video?
No, you can't actually. Let's have a look. I'm just going to go by what I've done before. I should have had all of this done. So let's just mark it there. And let's see where that is. So that's 1.5 inches down, or 3.5 centimeters, and you just want to mark it there a centimetre apart, which would be 1 2 3/8 apart. So if you keep them both together and you just nick a little mounting. So again, let's just make sure what that is. So that's 1.5 inches. And the same again. just a little V-shaped nick. There you go. Now all you do is make sure that fits that. I have to keep checking my screen, sorry, just in case I'm out of shot. Just glue that. Don't come right the way up the top. You just want to come about a thumb's bit down. Match that right up to the edge of that half a box. And then this side is easier if you just glue the box and pull the paper across to the edge. And then you want to repeat on the other one. We've come in the shed to do it so that we don't get interrupted, and you can hear somebody doing some banging outside in their garden. Right. Oh, I've got my little,
How did that get?
my little doobie. I don't know how that got there. Stick it on my hand so I don't lose it. Glue that side again. I wouldn't say to use tape when you're doing this. The wet adhesive is much better, because then if it's not in the right place, you have got room to wiggle where you need it. So that's your two edges. And if you shove them on your box, there you go. Right, now I'm going to use a sentiment from the Stitch with Cheer. Oh, this paper is, oh gosh, I can't think of what it's called, but it's the Christmas paper. I think it's the Pinecone Christmas paper in the annual catalogue. So you've got this paper until the end of May next year, and it's quite pretty paper. And on the other side of this is some lovely music notes, so that can be used all year round, really. Okay.
Let's show them the stamp set.
Oh yes, the stamp set. Thank you, Linda. Just as well, I've got Linda here with me. So we're going to be using this Have a Holly Jolly sentiment. So if I can pull you in, would be a good idea. There you go. This sentiment here. Let's pull you out.
Again, which stamp set is that from?
Stitch with Cheer. Photopolymer. And I'm going to ink it up with Cherry Cobbler, as that matches the paper. And we're going to punch it out with 1 3/4 inch circle. Okay. And I need to back it onto a 2-inch circle of Cherry Cobbler cardstock. Want a little bit of 3D, so if I put 3 dimensionals on there. That's it. And this is where my little dewberry comes in. Thank you, Linda. This is one of the enamel dots.
Are you on screen?
I am on screen. Only just. Yeah. Sorry. Now we're going to put some little stars on from the gold glitter paper, which I punched from this border punch. There you go. So on there. Put a bit of glue onto a slippery bit of paper, so you can try not to get it everywhere, because there's little dinky ones. There you go. Now, Linda's very kindly bowed some lovely little bells. I didn't use the Stampin' Up ones because I wanted gold bells. Could you pass me the thing there, please, Linda? I'll show you where I got my gold bells from. We just picked them up anywhere. You can go to Poundland, but I think these ones was from B&M. And there was a pretty little hanging star that I got in a sale in January, and I just pull them off. I know, it's sad that I've ruined the little star, but I wanted the bells, so it had to be done. So ordinarily I would hole punch a little hole there and tie that on, but for the sake of the video we're just going to be quick, and we're going to plop this on with a glue dot. There you go. And then on the other side, just to the one side, I'm going to put 2 dimensionals, because that is going to sit in there. But I'm not going to put that on yet, because I'm going to put some thread from the lovely Trio thread, which you get cherry cobbler, gold and garden green, I think it is, from the winter catalogue. So make sure you stock up on that, because that goes in January. So I just want to tie that around there. There you go. What are you giggling at?
Just did a big sniff.
Oh well. We can't all be perfect, you know. We can't all make perfect videos. And oh, there's my stomach going because it's hungry. So hurry up, hurry up. It's real life, folks. It's real life. It happens to us all. Let's have a look. That's looking pretty delicious.
Trim them.
I don't know that I want to trim them. I think that looks quite nice actually, like that. So I'm going to leave them, Linda. There you go. Now we just plop down. How cute is that?
Gorgeous.
I love it. I love it. And I hope you do too. And if you would like to purchase any of the stuff from me, I would be cock-a-hoop, over the moon. And my link is just below the video if you want to. Come and see me on Simplyfairies, kimfeecrafter.blogspot.com for some more inspiration using this little lovely box. Anyway, thank you for watching. Bye.
Bye.